Good morning everybody, my name's Andy and I'm a youth support worker for Stockton on Tees Borough Council. I look after a particular area of Stockton, looking after the youth division in that area.
And my name's Virginia McCallum. I work as a positive activity worker, which is a targeted youth worker for Stockton Borough Council.
So we're going to look at a little bit about the background of where this is me came from. As part of the pilot for the National Youth Innovation Project, there was a joint project between Hartlepool and Stockton local authorities. It was identified that early intervention was key to reducing risks. An early identification tool was developed and piloted with the integrated youth support services in both Hartlepool and Stockton, and this is where This Is Me toolkit was born. Feedback has been gathered from the pilot to develop it further into the future.
There's a realm of recent research that shows that investing in early intervention approaches can improve outcomes for young people. Investing early in life can have greater benefits long term and therefore be more cost effective. As you can see from some of those statistics that we've got in front of us, 66% of young people start smoking before the age of 18. 1.5 million adults over the age of 35 are admitted to hospital for smoking related diseases. The average age of a cannabis user is between 15 and 17 years. Young people who start smoking cannabis under the age of 15 are 4 times more likely to have a psychosis episode before they're 26. That shows us even more importance for us to start developing this work as early as we can. So,
what is the need for early intervention? The earlier we intervene, the better the potential outcomes. It is vital that all of us, that we as professional workers can intervene before harmful risk-taking behaviour becomes too embedded in that young person's life. All services need to become increasingly effective at identifying and also encouraging and maximising engagement with that young person's support network. Effective early intervention relies upon universal services to identify the need early, but also to provide prompt but appropriate responses.
So, what is it? What is this thing called This Is Me? Experts have put together a definition. This Is Me is a screening tool that can help identify risks and potential risks to all young people. It can be used to aid and encourage positive relationships and assist with influencing interventions. Essentially, This Is Me is really just about good youth work. It's what we all do every day that we go to work. This is just really a tool that adequately allows us to record what happens during that day and helps us to plan for the future.
So this is me. This is the front cover. Originally it was a different colour, it was a different font. It's been developed over time through the involvement of young people. The groovy people at the bottom, groovy young people, they all are supposed to show the variety in lifestyles that everybody has.
And this is the form. The form itself consists of 15 categories. This is just the first page of 3. Each page has 5 categories on it, and within each of those categories there's 5 responses a young person can choose. Holistically, the whole document looks at every element of a young person's life, and the evaluation that we've done to date suggests that the tool is best used on a one-to-one basis. The tool is really, really good for facilitating discussion with a young person. As you can see from some of the options that this young person has chose, the very first one is influences, and it's I'll do things that my friends ask me to. That could just be if my friend asks me to go to the shop, I'll go to the shop. But equally, it could be if my friend asks me to smoke cannabis, I'll smoke it. So you can see the need to develop a discussion as you go through this document. We've got responses like I've been stopped and warned by the police. Now that might just be that the young person that you're working with has been stopped once or twice by the police, and you may need to do some work around consequences and the law. Or it may be that you need to involve some other services and do some further interventions. This is the second one, and again,